Hey friends, welcome to art class. Today we are going to be creating an image that is multi-layered by using a piece of tracing paper, an image that we'd like to trace. I picked a coloring page of Frida Kahlo, but you can pick any portrait or celebrity, whatever you'd like. And what we're going to do today is we are going to trace this portrait using our tracing paper, a pencil, and we're going to go over it with a permanent marker. If you do not have tracing paper at your house, please send me an email and I will get some for you. So I'm going to check back in a few minutes. I'm going to tape down my tracing paper on top of my image, and I'm going to get started with my tracing. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Alright, so now that I have my image of Frida Kahlo, I'm going to go over my tracing with a permanent marker. Make sure that your hands are dry whenever you go over it, so that way your permanent marker does not smear. See you back in a few minutes. Alright, now that I am done tracing my outline with permanent marker, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some acrylic paints or tempera paints or watercolors, and I'm actually going to turn this over and I'm going to paint the back of my portrait. Now, we're going to want to paint the smallest details first. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to get my white paint and I'm going to paint the whites of her eyes and the color of her eyes. Alright, so Frida Kahlo had these beautiful brown eyes. So what I'm going to do is I am going to get my brown and I am going to paint the colors of her eyes and the whites of her eyes. And I just use the teeniest bit of paint. I don't need a lot of paint. And you can see I'm kind of going over the tracing, and that's okay, because when I flip it over, it's going to come through just like normal. So I'm going to go through and start adding some of the different colors that I want to add and go through all of the pieces that I want to be painting for Frida Kahlo. So we'll check back in a few minutes, and I cannot wait to see your artwork. And now my portrait of Frida Kahlo is complete. I'm going to come back next week to work on my frame. Can't wait to see you then.